Hello, a very good morning. Welcome to Lit Studio. I'm Karishma Dumpala. So today's topic is history of English language and literature. So it's actually an introductory topic if you are a beginner into the field of English literature. So before we start into the works and the ages and everything, we'll have to know how English as a language and literature evolved through history, right? So let's get started. History of English language has a fascinating journey spanning over a millennium marked by significant changes and development. So what does this mean? It means that history throughout the history English has several you know um, changes and many influences from other periods and other areas that it entered, right? So it means the history of English has a fascinating journey spanning over a millennium marked by significant changes and developments. Throughout history, it not only changed but it also developed. All right, before a certain period, there were not many words or vocabulary in the set of the language, but throughout the history, it also influenced other languages and also influenced by other languages as well. Got it? So now this history, which is a very long period, was actually divided into three main ages. All right, so what are those ages? They are called Old English period because it is old, Middle English period, and Modern English period. All right, now let's learn about all these three periods in detail. All right, so now Old English period, it started in the year 1450 and it continued till 1066 AD. All right, so why did it end in 1066 AD? is we learn that in the Middle English period. All right, Middle English period started in 1066 AD, and there is an important event that marked the beginning of Middle English and the end of Old English period. All right, so now English shaped as a language in 5th century with the invasion of Britain by Germanic tribes called Jutes, Saxons, and Angles. All right, so these three are the tribes from Germany, and they invaded England in 5th century AD. So when they invaded England in 5th century AD, it was actually occupied by the natives of England, and the natives of England are called Celts. All right, and through this invasion, Celts were forced to move to the north and west parts of England, which are now considered Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. All right, so now the natives of England, the tribe of Celts, actually are the people of Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. All right, so England, as it is occupied by the tribe called Angles, the name came to be known as England, which is called the land of Angles. All right, if you observe, Jutes, Saxons, and Angles are the major Germanic tribes which actually invaded England, and that is the reason why the name England came to Britain. All right, so this is the history of language. And now we move on to literature. The foundation of literature during this time was laid by Beowulf. Beowulf is a epic poem. It was the writer or the history of this poem is actually unknown. In fact, the publication date of this particular epic poem is also unknown. It is believed to be written somewhere around 7th to 11th centuries. All right, and this period also witnessed translations of Latin works into West Saxon. Saxon is also another tribe which invaded Britain. All right. So the west of Saxon is actually what came to be known as the Old English period. All right. So it was translated into West Saxon by King Alfred the Great, establishing West Saxon as standard Old English. So if anybody asks you in any question paper of what is the Old English language, you have to tick on the West Saxon language. All right. So now, because it is heavily influenced by the language of Saxons, and as the name came to be England by the tribe called Angles, it is also known as Anglo-Saxon period. The Old English period is also known as Anglo-Saxon period. Angles and Saxons, all right, that is the reason why it is called Anglo-Saxon period. Now, as we are done with Old English period, we move on to Middle English period. And Old English period ended in the year 1066 AD. And why did it end? It ended because of the Norman conquest, which happened in the 1066 AD. Norman conquest was, led by William Normandy of France. All right. So through this, French culture and French vocabulary has influenced England. All right. So French became the language of nobility, and it also became one of the official languages of England. So thereby French vocabulary influenced English. All right. So through this period, the vocabulary of English was actually expanded as it took influences from France language, which is French as well. All right. So printing press, which was introduced to England by William Caxton in the year 1476. All right, William Caxton. So it came to England in the Middle English period. So through printing press, the literature began to be expanded, and also accessibility through printing press became much more, and also it led to sharing of intellect and culture. All right. For example, as printing press came to England, they began to establish and print much more books, and thereby books became accessible to common folk, and they began to be educated through the books. All right. That is what happened, and that is the reason which led to the rise of literature in this period. All right. So Chaucer, we all know, we consider father of English literature, has written Canterbury Tales in this period, and his use of Middle English helped establish the language as a medium of sophisticated literature. So before that, only French is considered to be a language of sophisticated culture and the language of nobility. But as Chaucer wrote Canterbury Tales in Middle English language, it began to be accepted as a medium for sophisticated life as well. So that is how the Middle English period evolved from the Old English period. All right. And then we move on to Modern English period. Modern English period began around 1500 and it continues till the present times. So transition from Middle English to Modern English is gradual. Okay, it did not happen in a night. All right, it happened gradually. The shift from Middle to Modern English is a gradual shift. It was influenced by Renaissance, Industrial Revolution, and during this period, that is from 1500s to the present times, there are many movements which led to growth of the language, which led to many more changes in the language. All right. Some of them are Renaissance, Industrial Revolution. You can even consider war, colonialism as the reasons of this growth of the language. All right. Language expanded globally. And why do you think language expanded globally? Due to colonialism. Colonialism is one of the reasons of the expansion of language. And you can see through colonialism, as linguistic variations came to the language. All right. How do you ask? For example, English as a language came to India through colonialism, and it brought a new variety of language which brought a regional variation in the language of English called Indian English. All right. And the situation is not same in other countries of colonization. For example, when the colonization happened in Africa, the African influence in the language of English can be seen. And when it happened in other countries, the native influence of the language can be seen on English, which is a colonial language. And this also led to emergence of new dialects. The mixture of our own native tongue and also with the new language that was imposed on the colonized has brought about a change in the language, and it also introduced new dialects into the language. All right. The works of Shakespeare, Milton, are very prominent during the period of modern English period, and also as it continues till now, the works of other important writers belonging to the modern age, postmodern age, and Enlightenment age, all the important ages that we have seen throughout the history from 1500s, beginning from Elizabethan age till the postmodern age, all belong to this particular category. All right. Language evolved incorporating new words, expressions reflecting global trends and technological advancements. All right. The global trends, as I've spoken about, the war, the postmodern period, the modern period, the enlightenment age, and everything that has led to new words and expressions. All right. Throughout history, English language and literature evolved in response to political, social, cultural changes around the world. Now, as we accept English as a global language, all the things that happen around the world in the sphere of politics, society, and culture, all these changes bring about the changes in the language of English. All right. This is all you need to know about the history of English language and literature. I hope I made myself clear, and I'll even make it on a smaller screen so that you can take a screenshot of this and use this material in your running notes. All right. So, yeah, thank you.